Traders from around the globe, what's going on? It's your boy Ricky Cadan back again with another real life stock review for Real Life Trading Australia. Hope you guys have had an amazing week. It's Friday here in Australia. I'm about to review what happened in the Thursday session in the US, but this will be the last stock review that I do before we launch Real Life Trading Australia. Of course, I'm going to continue to do these stock reviews in the future. As real life trading is progressing, we are going to continue to do these every single week. However, this is your final reminder to join the Facebook group and get involved in the free week that we are holding next week starting on Monday. So I'll leave it a link in the description below. Make sure you guys sign up. It's free. So get involved, and I'll absolutely love to see you guys there and be a part of this journey with me. But let's dive in, take a look at what happened in the markets in the Thursday session, and here we go. So we did get a gap and go yesterday, a gap and go, which was a green candle gapping down. It was a very, very small gap, and we did retest throughout the day. As you can see, we did get a long lower wick because there was quite a sell-off. Now the sell-off was due to the news that came out about the coronavirus being a little bit worse than expected. If you take a look at the 5-minute, all the day traders out here, I personally did not day trade this. However, as you can see here, we had a beautiful pre-market support level right here and a gorgeous double top with a cute little boop retest and then a breakdown here. So if anyone did find this amazing topping pattern after we had this, this was obviously the retest and then the drop lower. So I didn't personally catch this, but as you can see, I did have this level drawn at 334.52 to the next level of support, and we just basically fell straight down to this support, bounced, and are currently looking at trying to double bottom, but we'll just have to see what happens and what transpires. There was a lot of selling in the markets. For Thursday, but however, I do expect us probably to continue. I did mention in my last reviews back here that this will probably most likely start to top out soon. We have had quite a large run up in the overall markets just in the last couple of months. So I do expect us to slowly roll over. If you do have a look at the shorter term moving averages, I was looking to buy off the 20 EMA. Has not happened yet. I do think we will get a pullback. I think most likely it'll look something like this, and we could potentially get a pullback down to the 50-day EMA. It makes a lot of sense to me. And on the longer term moving averages, we really do need this 100 simple moving average to start creeping up, consolidating, and then breaking higher. But the markets are looking bullish, guys. Just remember, these viruses that do go around the world, they are just usually dip buying opportunities, short-term pullbacks in the market. They're not a longer term. I don't think the market's just going to fall out of the sky. But anyway, let's take a look at the futures, the S&P futures, the E-minis. Now, as you can see, afternoon session is not doing a whole lot. We are kind of just going very, very, very sideways here. However, we do have a great support here. As you can see, we've got some nice long lower shadows here at this particular level. It is a previous resistance level right here. So if you are looking at buying, makes a lot of sense, but just be very cautious, especially with the news that is coming out. Now, I did mention in a stock review just last week, I think it was, around here, I said that the reason why I was saying that the most likely the stock, the overall markets will have a short-term pullback is because we were at all-time highs, and the VIX, which is a volatility index, is showing a little bit more bearish than bullish. Is a little bit more bearish than bullish, as you can see, which means when the market is bullish, the VIX actually goes up. Sorry, if the market is bearish, the VIX actually goes up. So usually, if we are at all-time highs, we are down at this level, and the fact that we were around, sitting around the high 13s, around 14, made a lot of sense that you really want to be starting to protect your asset, because a lot of people are doing the exact same thing. But I did mention this to you guys, so I hope you guys did get to capitalize on that, or at least protect your assets in this big push. I do think it may continue. We did get a very big spike last night over in the US session, but let's take a look at some stocks, shall we? I've got a request for Roku from Doug. Now, Doug, you're looking at buying Roku. I'm not overly bullish on Roku. I know we are. More so just because of this massive run up that we have had in 2019, up over 400%. This stock is a hot stock. It does need to consolidate, especially after a massive move like that. So this makes a whole lot of sense. I do think we're probably going to stay at this level for a while. If I was personally going to be looking at getting into a Roku position, I'd be looking at selling some put options more, probably around the $100 mark. For March 20th, it is paying a $1.22 premium down here at $100. So not bad premium. If you're a put sale fan, that's some pretty good premium to be paid up front on a put, and mind you, that is also from the previous high that we just had. If you were to buy at $100, that is a 32.89% pullback. Not bad if you ask me, but right now I do see that we are at the 200 simple moving average on the daily chart. Makes a whole lot of sense. If you take a look at the weekly chart, I mean, the 100 simple on the weekly chart is all the way down at $80. So if you were to buy at $100, that's talking about right here. So selling some puts down here makes a whole lot of sense for me, and that's just my overall look on Roku. All you day traders out there that did take my analysis on ENPH, I did give this out to everybody. I was talking about this gap here, that it will most likely continue due to the high short float and just the amazing gap that it did have. I was day trading this on this particular day. Was a very slow to execute. However, I did make some gainage on this particular stock. Was a very nice move. It did move about $10 in the day, just over $10, $13 in the day. And it will most likely pull back. I do expect this, all the shorts to get squeezed out and then a little roll down, and then we'll see where we go from there. But ENPH, everyone who did take that analysis and went long at the open, you guys, if you take a look at the 5-minute, happened very quickly. This is exactly what a short squeeze looks like. And there it is. I'll even go down to the 1 minute so you can see exactly how this played out. There it is there. Right here, guys, this is what a amazing short squeeze looks like. You heard it here first anyway. I did say this was most likely going to happen. And anyway, great analysis, 100%. It was just absolutely amazing. This is what you're going to get in the afternoon swing trading floor, guys. Just so you guys know, if you are a day trader, you will still get these opportunities. I will be talking about these quick day trading opportunities for everyone that likes to day trade the US market like myself. Let's take a look at some gaps that are gapping up tomorrow. Now, BXRX. It is a biotech company. What is interesting about this company is, well, one, they did get FDA approval for one of their new drugs. Now, we do have a resistance level here at 952. This stock does not have options, just for all you option traders out there. It does not have options. However, this resistance is 952, and if you take a look at the 5-minute on the after hours trading, we're gapping up to $10.20. So this is going to be one. This is going to be one to look out for a continuation, but looks very good. So if you are a day trader, just keep this one on your watch list. Volatility is going to be absolutely bonkers. As you can see, we're talking about an $8 or $9 stock, and it's moving, $1 in a day. So very volatile stock. It is a biotech company. Obviously, manage your risk accordingly. And there you go. There's BXRX. Keep an eye on the watch list for tomorrow's day trading session. Here's Dropbox. Reporting earnings better than usual, and this one is obviously gapping up because of the news. We are currently gapping to $20.73. Now this one, because it is a retest gap, which is a green candle gapping up, you can see we are gapping into a resistance level. We are also gapping up above the 200, which is a good sign. However, given that this is a retest gap and all these people that bought right here are currently profitable, in the last couple of weeks, they would be up over 20%. And if you bought just today, you would be up, up about 13%. So a lot of people will be looking to take their profits at this particular level, just given that we're at a resistance level. So I do expect this gap to fade. I do expect us to kind of open and then trade lower and then look to buy the dip when it does come around. I'm not overly bullish on Dropbox, guys. I mean, it is a very, I don't use their company or their product very much. We have been trading very sideways for quite some time. So there's Dropbox. Here's another one now. First Solar. First Solar is quite interesting as well. Now, First Solar is gapping down. If you can take a look here on the 5-minute, they're gapping down after earnings. They do have a nice pre-market, this is after hours support level at about $50. Now, what's interesting about this one, if you take a look at the short float is 15.53%. Now, what this means is that 15% of the stocks, the shares outstanding, or the shares tradable, are in short. So if you take a look at the daily, right, that's actually gapping straight down to this particular support level. So a lot of people who shorted this stock, First Solar, up at these levels, would have been these people here and these people here. They would be looking to take profits. Now, when you obviously short a position, to get out of that position, you need to buy to cover, which will send the stock back up. So I will be looking for a fade on this particular trade. On a day trade, I'll be watching this one very early in the morning to see if we do, get another push higher first, and then maybe get a rollover in the afternoon. Just something to look out for. Let's take a look at the All Ords. The All Ords doing what the overall markets is basically doing, trading sideways, not a whole lot happening. We did get a new all-time high yesterday. I do expect us probably to chop around, top out up here, come back down. Just bear that in mind. Not overly bullish on the markets right now. Any position that you are looking to take long, I would be looking to maybe sell some puts and getting into a position that way. Let's take a look at APT. APT throwing in a gorgeous double top pattern. I do think we will start topping out here. We have got earnings just around the corner here. So for all you guys who love APT, if we do get a gap up above this level, I do expect us probably to fade, meaning that it would trade in the opposite direction of the gap. If we get a gap to like 44, I'd expect us to trade lower. If we get a gap down, however, if we do get a gap down to around the 100 simple moving average, I would be bullish, and I'd be fairly neutral if we gapped anywhere in between at around 36. So just bear in mind, earnings is just around the corner. If you do own shares and you want to hold this stock long term, probably a good time to protect your asset. Maybe buy some put options to protect that capital, because we have been on an absolutely amazing trend here, as you can see. Let's take a look at BHP. Now, BHP, I said that most likely is just going to consolidate here at this particular level. We are at the 100 and 200 simple moving average on the daily. We've already had earnings, and right now we are just chilling. This one is also another great stock. If you didn't buy it down here, you could also look to sell some put options, sell some premium down here at 36.50 or 37 if you are looking to buy on a pullback and you do not want to buy at this particular level and you love trade and you love to just sell options. So there's BHP. Not a whole lot happening. We are just chilling at this particular level. If you take a look on the weekly chart, we are just chilling here. We have, we're most likely going to stay here for a little while. I don't know how long. Maybe not till the end of 2021, but we'll just kind of wait and see what happens there. Let's take a look at the banks now. CBA on the weekly chart, obviously pulling back a little bit. On the daily chart, I did mention that this is probably going to continue lower. Right now, we are just currently retesting. I do expect something like this to happen on CBA. Just bear that in mind. There isn't a whole lot of buying coming in at this particular level. I know we have got, little Morningstar-esque pattern forming at this current moment, but we do have a lot of gaps to fill, as you can see. So if we do trade up, close this gap, I'd probably look for a rollover on that one. Here's WiseTech Global. Now, WTC, we did get a massive pullback on WiseTech Global, which is absolutely incredible. If you are looking at buying some shares, this is, obviously this stock is at a very low level to buy. Once again, if you love to sell puts, have a look at the weekly chart. The 200 simple moving average on the weekly chart has been printed all the way down at 1483. Me personally, if I was looking to sell some put options, I would probably look to sell at about $16, which is based off this particular support level right here. Makes a whole lot of sense to buy off this particular level. So WiseTech Global looking amazing for all you buy the dippers out there. Let's take a look at the commodities. Now, crude oil doing exactly what we thought it was going to do, go a little bit higher. I said it was most likely going to come to 55 or 56. Did not quite get there. It went to 54.45, and then obviously just topped out a little bit. We did get a little bit of selling pressure at this particular level. Makes sense if we do have a small pullback, but obviously look to just buy the dip. Crude oil still very strong, and it is a buy the dip location. Let's take a look at gold. Now, gold is obviously cruising on higher because of the news on the coronavirus. Did not expect this big dip, but obviously that is obviously going to help gold go higher. I do think that we will come down a little bit. We should fall from grace a little bit, so we'll have to just kind of keep this one on our watch list, guys. Gold is getting pretty up there, pretty extended. I do expect gold to go higher. I just think there needs a little bit more of a consolidation before that happens. So just bear that in mind. If we do get a nice big bearish candle, topping out up here, then I do expect us probably to roll back down and then look to buy that dip on gold. And last but not least, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar coming down to a decade low almost. Take a look at this one. This one's absolutely incredible. All the way down at 66 cents. I mean, we've broken this support here, guys. I don't know what else to say. I haven't been bullish on the Aussie dollar pretty much since probably the start of the year. Every time it's come up to the 200 simple moving average, I've said sell, sell, sell. Make sure you're looking to short here, short here, short here, short here. So a lot of people who did take that analysis obviously has been capitalizing on those gains. I don't know where this is going, to be honest. Obviously, if you have to take a look at the monthly chart, we are currently at this level right here. So back in 2009, the GFC, we did come down to this level and then we bounced. I do not think that we are going to get a massive skyrocket like this on the Aussie dollar. I do not think that this is going to happen on the Aussie dollar at all. I think this is just finding its value and then we'll slowly grind higher on this one. But if you are, looking to travel from the United States back to Australia, then all you US citizens, it's very cheap for you guys to come to Australia, so check it out. Great country. But yeah, not a whole lot to see here on the Aussie dollar. Here, guys, we did get a bit of a sell-off, and right now I'm fairly neutral, but more bearish to neutral as obviously at this current moment. I'm not taking any positions on the Aussie dollar. Alright, that's it for me, guys. I'll be back next week on Tuesday for another real life stock review. And if you didn't get the message before, make sure you click the link in the description. I'll leave a link for you to join the free week. Get involved, join our Facebook channel, and I would love to see you guys there and have you a part of my community, and let's grow together. This is going to be absolutely incredible. It's going to be an amazing 2020, and I'd love for you guys to be a part of it. Anyway, that's it for me, guys, and remember, love life, live life, and trade it. I'll see you all soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.